What's going on, my people? LB from United Lifters. On this one, I want to talk about a couple of techniques that I'm that I'm doing. I'm currently going back to powerlifting, so I want to speak about sumo deadlifts. So at the moment, I'm looking for a specific video to explain what I have added into my routine of deadlifts. I've added in. This is for um, this is for accessories. You would call it accessories. This is seated, as you can see, chair sumo deadlift Westside. I'm gonna take Westside out, and then I'm gonna show you what video I'm looking for. I'm just getting back into the groove, and I'm wanting to kind of show you what I'm doing. I've done these before, but I didn't do them for too long because I switched over to strongman. But now I'm gonna add these in, and this is the video I want to show you. There's another one as well I just watched. If I go to my histories, I'll probably see it. But yeah, here's one of the videos I'm going to show you and talk to you about it.
We got Abby here.
I'm going to put. Oh, it's not even available. Okay. Hopefully you can hear what he's saying.
Tips of Westside Barbell, and we're going to give you a couple deadlift tips. This has really helped to increase our deadlifts, especially increase the technique. We're going to sit on a chair.
So he said these are to increase the technique of the deadlift. Different variations you do. Um, Listen, I've never seen anyone do these before. I was told to do these in my gym by a specific someone. Um, so yeah, I've done it once. I'm gonna do them tomorrow, and I'm gonna film it, etc. Let me even make sure my camera's charged. Put my camera on charge for you guys. Real quick. There we go. It's on charge. But yeah.
And Abby's actually going to pick the bar up in a seated position for a couple of reps, and then our third stand up. But as you'll notice, the sumo deadlift, you have to push your
Let me move myself on this side of the fence.
feet apart, and you actually pull back.
So when you're in the deadlift position, you normally, obviously, your legs are either side of the bar. So say if this is the bar, you're normally wide, plate to plate. I normally, so what I learned was, I learned from Ed Cohen how to deadlift. I've actually spoke to him on Instagram. Mad. Yeah, you have to squat into the deadlift position. A lot of people don't squat into deadlift position when they're doing sumos. They just grab the bar and lean over. Sorry about this. Put this one in silent. What's going on here? He used a lot of people use a lot of back in deadlifts if they're doing sumos or convention. I always tell people, if you're feeling the deadlift in your lower back, you're not doing it properly. You should not feel deadlift in your lower back. Hence why a lot of people have sciatica, a lot of people get injured. But let's look at this before we continue.
You want to pull your pelvic toward the bar. So by doing this in this chair,
You want to pull your pelvic towards the bar. And this is what I tell a lot of people. When you're in the sumo, yeah, you're squeezing your. I normally, when I'm in the sumo position, I get in there, and then I screw my heels to the ground, and when the bar comes just above my knee, it's just a hip motion going forward, and that's when a lot of people think it's the back going like that, and it's never that. It's always like your top part shouldn't move on a deadlift. There's more hips and the lower part. Do you know what I mean?
it absolutely teaches that. The bar is going to push her thighs out, and as she pulls the bar in,
Yeah.
her sacrum will come toward the bar, and her shoulders will move behind the bar. That's
Yeah.
a perfect position. All right, first we'll demonstrate the sumo. Two sets, and then the third pull. Set, go.
Now this is the part here where the posterior chain is engaged, as you can see. So when she's in this position, her glutes and her abductors are all being, they're all working at this moment of time. So if she was to stand up, all she would have to do is push everything here forward, and that's what I've been doing, and that's what I have. That's what how I got taught as well. I would want her to screw her heels into the ground as well, because when she screws her heels to the ground, her side here will get even tight. So this will hurt a lot of people. If you don't have your mobility on 100%, you're gonna feel it. It's the same with bench press. When you're going for a bench press and you go all the way back and then you hold the bar and come out to make sure your traps is all on the pad, right? And your legs are kind of behind you. A lot of people feel that contraction in their upper quads, and the reason why they feel the traction is obviously it's not enough mobility going on. Then you would obviously push yourself left and right so you're in position and then do the calls.
Arch. Arch. Notice the thighs out. All right, one more. I'll set you up for a count of 2. Ready? 1, 2, go. Perfect.
Did you see that, guys? I'm gonna put it in slow motion. Let me put it in slow motion so you guys can see. But let's just continue first and then I'll go back.
Most people will flare their knees in as the goes by them because they have.
But that's what a lot of people do when they're squatting. When a lot of people are squatting, on the way up they flare their knees in when you have to push them out. It's the same as deadlift. I would say squat is a back to front then deadlift. You know what I mean? Same motion.
Weak hip and tight up groin muscles. This totally eliminates that. Now we're going to demonstrate the conventional style. The same way. Here we go. Conventional style. Same method. Set back, arch, 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 arch. Good. Set back, arch, 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 arch. All right. Now hold it for a count of 2 when it's up. Sit back. 1, 2, go. Perfect.
See that, guys? That's what you call explosion.
Now what we do, we fortify the deadlift with lots of back raises, reverse hypers.
Guys, you know what? I don't do reverse hypers, man. Getting in that position just restricts my breathing. I like back hypers. Either the one like this or the 45-degree one. I've got a 45-degree one in my house. I'll bring it out tomorrow. But I like doing the one where you're planking like Superman. That's my favorite one, where you're lifted off the ground. I like to do that more, to be honest.
Lots of abdominal ones. We do lots of leg lifts of all types and static abs, and the crunches are pretty much a waste.
Yeah, I do a lot of static abs. You turn around on the bar, doing more of those crunches standing up.
It looks good, but it'll make you strong. We do a lot of static abs and a lot of leg lifts and a lot of oblique work. You know, it's a Major League Baseball. Every time you watch ESPN, it's the most pulling on oblique. I mean, I thought it was impossible. Obviously, do no training in Major League Baseball because you should never.
All right, guys, I want to find another video. Let me go to my history. I'll go to my history and I'll find it just to show you what I've been watching. This is the one right here. Now see how he's pushing his back forward to make him contract. Pull your shoulders back. This is what you see what I mean? So Louis saying like, yo, you're meant to come even further back, but because the mobility is not there, you're gonna be limited. Do you know what I mean? He feels that. He feels that. Trust me. He feels the pain. See what I mean? Guys, he feels that. See, it's hard because the reason why it's hard is the mobility. It's not there. He's a bigger guy. He's probably not doing more stretching where he should be hips wise, because this is a hip builder as well. This builds your hips, but as someone said to me, when you don't work out your weak parts, you will get exposed. So, you know what I mean. Um, it's good to start doing different things, adding different things that's gonna make you understand the routine of different exercises for that main lift. Hey, this is Coach United Lifters speaking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna add these to my. I've done these before, but I didn't do it for a long time. I just literally done it for a session. But I'm gonna add them in. Um, yeah, guys. And he's not even lifting that much, guys. Not even lifting that much. But I want to look for some more back because I feel like for me, back exercises are my weakest point. Um, Louie Simmons talks about conjugate. Yeah, so I just want to keep looking for some more. I train Westside. I do conjugate. But one thing about conjugate, it will break you if you're not careful. If you're not doing the fluff work like the stretching, hydration, don't bother doing conjugate because it will hurt you. I learned the hard way, obviously. So for the prep I was doing for my competition, I was doing conjugate for strongman. I switched over to another competition to do, which I just done 4 weeks ago. I mashed myself up. My lower back said, yo, this is too much. When I started doing a lot of stretching, the pain came down completely. But yeah, guys, trust me, do the mobility. Like today, I did a bit of mobility and all sorts. I just want to look for some more West Side back. Let's put that in there. Let's see what comes up. Louie Simmons gives talks about belt squats. Another thing is, well, I've been doing a lot of belt marches. If you know about belt marches different. I think what's on my list? Hold on. Let me put this on my list real quick. Belt marches. This is Coach United Lifters in full effect. Louis exercises. Guys, for me, it's just all about being better where I'm not good at. Do you know what I mean? What's this here? You hi bar, good mornings. Good mornings. Guys, good mornings from the power rack. I'm gonna add these in as well. I'm gonna start adding in these shit tomorrow. This here, when I tried this, yeah, when I tried this, I did this for a lot of sets, yeah. Good mornings off the rack. It's different from doing it, just get the bar off the rack. It's basically like good morning pin press. Bro, this here will take your deadlift into a different dimension. I tried this for a good couple of months. When I tell you my deadlift just went chew. But look at the position you're in though. Guys, trust me, conjugate is not for the weak hearted. It's not. Good mornings are definitely good for your lower back. I normally do them with a cane bar, but I might buy a cane bar attachments to be honest. But it's different when you're having it when you have the bar. How to impress your bench press. I actually got bench press on my list. I'm waiting for my new plan to come so I know what the fuck I'm doing. We're not gonna go into the boxing because that's what we're here for. Westside back. Louie Simmons back. Hold on, let's go and get some back. I'm currently watching Strongman as well, so bear with me. Just want to see if they started. They ain't started yet. Alright, cool. They ain't started just yet. But yeah, reverse hypers, guys. This is not for me, man. It's just not for me. Listen, I'll do reverse hypers one leg each. But guys, man, it's not for me. What's this? Louie Simmons discuss speed barrel. Okay, Louie Simmons conjugate system. I just want to know about back, man. What's going on? Strongman, man. Strongman having weak. Yeah, that's mad. Alright, Louie Simmons reverse hypers. Most dangerous exercises. Louie Simmons regrets. Bell squats. Right, if we can't find any more back from Louie Simmons, I'm gonna move on to the next thing I want to talk about. Okay. I think I found some. Right. We actually got bench press on the list. So let's talk about bench press. For me on the bench press, yeah, my style of bench press is Julius Maddox. That's who I learned how to bench press from. But I did meet someone that said to me, instead of you just worrying about putting your fingers on, you got the bar, you got the rings. I normally do pinky finger just before the ring, so it's more tricep. As one guy said to me, why don't I just do different methods, all three, all lifts. So you got the wide, you got the normal, and you got close grip. When I started doing those, I started seeing different improvements in my chest. Strongman, you don't really bench press because there's not a bench press competition, so you do it when you want to do it. But for the powerlifting, I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be doing the three variations, just to make sure I'm covered all on the board. I kind of got a shoulder niggle. It's been, hey, switching over from powerlifting to strongman. It's not bad, but fucking hell, my shoulder. It's been a while since I had a shoulder injury. Like I never get shoulder injuries, but Jesus. Yeah, let's just see what this one's about.
Break down some of your old school training tapes that are converted into DVDs, and we'd like to start off with the bench secrets, and we'll start off with a speed workout. So we're going to play it, and then if you can just answer some questions and provide some insight along the way, that'd be huge.
Certainly.
So in this video, is this the gym in Demorest?
Yes, it is. 800 square feet.
Oh wow.
Strongest 800 square feet in the world.
800 square feet.
Kenny had a 640-pound roll bench.
But these guys are bench pressing, yeah. Speed, bro. I love fast bench press, to be honest with you. But these guys are just no bands, nothing.
And who are the spotters?
The man on the left is Jerry Swankert. Jerry was a nice guy for bodybuilder, but trained with us a lot in the upper body. He had a roll bench of 530, 198. And I believe George Hopperton is here. And George broke several 8 world records in a row. Here's George. 8 world records in a row. And George also has a 625 roll bench at that time, weighing 230. And Rob Future's in this tape. And Rob had a 585, right around 600. And Rob at one time was world record on 3 weights in the bench. So you're looking at quite a crew here.
I know
three world records out of the 4 guys.
When George speed benches, he doesn't seem to touch his chest. More of a contrast kind of method.
Well, it's a ballistic benching. Yeah, I've always benched like that myself. I've benched like that. Never touch the chest. Reversal. Don't do it with extremely heavy weights.
Guys, are you listening? Don't touch your chest with the bench, with the bar. Sorry. How do I feel? How do I feel about that? Guys, I normally go under my stomach, like here. I normally put the bar here when I'm bench pressing. I never really like hit my chest, because if I hit my chest, it's gonna be my shoulders that's gonna rip. Do you know what I mean? So, and obviously the power is gonna come from the top of your stomach. Real powerlifters will tell you, like, when you're bench pressing, stick your stomach right out when you're on the way down. Bounce that. It's not bounce it, but that's where you want it, because that's where, ooh, do you know what I mean? It's gonna come from.
What's the biggest benefit of a ballistic bench?
Stronger stretch reflex. It's much like jumping off boxes, the plyometric. But it's more power metric than plyometric.
This seems to have come in before bands were ever around for speed work.
Yes.
Yeah, because guys, Andy Bolton does a lot of speed deadlifts after his main sets. I used to do it after mine. Just used to do speed sets after you finish your top set. You come back down, you just do a bunch of speed sets. Before bands were around, that's what they used to do. I come from that era mentally. Physically, I ain't, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that.
How did that change, or have bands made a huge difference since then?
Yes, George and Kenny used a lot of heavy bands and really pushed their benches up. George is extremely strong. You know, I made 315 for 23 reps. So Kenny made 26 and beat me. Kenny wasn't very good to rep, but George laid down and did 40. 40 reps is 315, yeah.
How did George and Kenny end up coming to the gym? How did they get here?
Kenny Patterson's father died when he was 14 years old, and he wanted to get big, play football. So I brought him in the gym. I started training Kenny at 14 as right along with my top people. Go by percents. A percent of 100 pounds is like a percent of 1,000 pounds. So Kenny jumped right in, did the percent. He could bench 135 in the beginning at 14, over 600 at 20.
Yeah, guys, that's crazy. He basically raised that boy. He raised that boy. What else have I got to talk about? Lower back. Yeah, I think I spoke about this. Lower back. Yeah. So for the bench press, that's what I do. I normally go super wide, normal, close grip. Close grip, normal, super wide. Every set, depending on the weight, just to make sure everything on the chest is covered. Do you know what I mean? So you got your wide here, you got your wide here, you got your normal, and then you got the tricep. Do you know what I mean? So it's like everything's getting covered. Let me see. I'm just not a fan of. I'm just not a fan of it, to be honest, guys. Reverse hypers. But good mornings is my thing, and that's one of the reasons why I used to substitute reverse hypers with good mornings. Let me see. Good mornings. Good mornings used to be my thing, man. I can't lie to you. I ain't done them in a while. I did it today, to be honest, with a band though. But what was he doing? How to do good mornings seated. Yeah. Yeah. But to do them with a straight bar, man, it don't feel right though. It don't feel right at all. Good mornings.
Do me a favor, stop saying that good mornings are bad for your back. If they hurt your back, it means you're doing them wrong. Today we're going to be jumping into a good morning, how to do them.
Alright guys, let's have a watch of this. I'm going to end this video at 30 minutes. Belt. Oh, yeah, one other thing I need to talk about is belt marches. So I'm going to skip this one. I've been doing a lot of belt marches just to decrease the spine, decompress it. Every time I do those, guys, I feel good. I feel really good, literally. So let's see what's cracking. I'm gonna fast forward it.
Hamstrings, glutes,
Yeah,
core stability, and positioning.
that's what we're at.
We see so many bad good morning forms on the internet. And honestly,
Good mornings for me. Good mornings and what else? Yeah, good mornings took my deadlift to another level, and hamstring and back hypers. Back hyper holds as well. When you're down there, you just hold for 15 seconds and back down. It's meant to mimic when you're deadlifting and you hold the weight at the top. And another thing as well that people don't understand, you must have good grip, guys. If you're not holding, if you're not working on your grip, literally, that's one of the key fundamentals of deadlifting. You have to have good grip. Literally, guys. So work on your grip. I used to work, oh, I still do, work on my grip every time, every session. But I'm at a point where my wrists are hurt. Bro, guys, I try to compete a lot. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah. Work on the grip.
So, what I want to demonstrate is the basic form of a good morning. You can vary these with your stance, you can vary these with a bar, and we're going to show you a few for training. So, where you do for a regular squat. You see people coming out wide, you see people doing all sorts of crazy shit. But the idea is we want to focus in on maintaining the same position that we keep with the squat, because what that does, again, packs the lats, stabilizes the core, and you train this as you would with a normal squat. So we unrack as usual. And this is where things, for a lot of the times that we see on the internet, go wrong. I want you to treat this just like you would a normal squat. I want you to brace, get nice and tight here, lock that bar down, and now, instead of thinking about going straight down like you would in a squat, I want you to think about reaching the hips back, pushing the hips back, keeping the knees behind the toes. And what I want you to try to do, good, you can come up, is only go down as far as you can maintain a good position. Yeah. So when I say good position, I mean core stabilized. I don't want to see any sort of lumbar flexion with this. Yep. So I don't want to see, now if Alex were to keep going down, I don't want to see him round out. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to keep all this tension and all this force in the glutes and in the hamstrings. This stays stable. This does the moving. We want to load the hamstrings and the glutes to be able to start really getting a lot of muscular development in that area.
But guys, you see this bar here? Let me move myself once again. You see this bar in the corner here? That's the bar you're going to use. You're going to use either this one or you're going to use it. Is it this one here? No, that's not. You're going to use a cane bar. This bar or a cane bar. When you use one of them ones, thank me later, man, guys, bro. Those are the bars you want to use. I don't really use a straight bar because you know the reason why. The straight bar can't stick to the back, bro. It'll just roll off. Those bars stick to the back because they're bent. It goes down so you can hold it like side by side. Do you know what I mean?
So I'm going to have you do a couple more reps. When you are sitting back, I want you to really focus in on the feet, right? So I'll demo here.
But a lot of people do these a lot of people do them heavyweight. I never really do them heavyweight. I just do literally 2 plates each side. 2 plates each side, and that's it. I mean, you're gonna do heavy deadlifts already. Listen, having a pumped lower back is mental. I'm sure you guys know. Right, let me talk about belts, marches. Yeah. Belt squat marches, yeah. Belt, plate, squat. Yeah, I normally do this with the plate, guys. I don't have a belt machine. But yeah, this is what I do, guys. With the plate dangling down. So it's like this, basically. See if you can see. Guys, trust me on this one. If you start doing these, your hamstrings on fire. No word of a lie, guys. It's all about doing things you never do that's gonna make the original thing bigger. So all these little things that you see doing, that you think, why am I doing that? That's gonna make what you want big. Just doing the same thing over and over and over ain't gonna help. You have to do things like this to make sure that the main thing you're doing, your mind saying, yo, we can go again, we can go heavy. And then that's when it starts to get, do you know what I mean? But guys, trust me, start doing these, start doing belt squats, belt squat marches. Guys, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, start doing these. Thank me later, bro. No word of a lie. What's this? Belt squat marches. Let's see what he has to say about them. Because these, like, my hamstrings were on fire. I've never felt like, I've never felt my hamstring like that before, like in a while. Do you know what I mean?
think they're terrible, but I think there are better things that you could do.
Right? He's saying why you don't like them. Let's see what else video we can watch. How to perform it? Watch this. Belt squat marches. Belt squats.
It's not winning at winningstrength.com.
Yeah, guys, trust me. Belt squat march. All you can do these ones actually, with the band hooked on over your belt.
Obviously without a belt squat machine.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have access to a belt squat machine, so there are different ways you can do the belt squat marching.
So what I do is, guys, I normally get a plate in between the chains and I hook the chain around my waist and let the plate just dangle and I just march. Literally. I'm gonna record it tomorrow. I'm gonna record it tomorrow.
It's run up underneath
I
the belt,
didn't have
run to the other side underneath each of my feet. So with this, we're just gonna do it just like we would in the belt squat.
So guys, as she's marching, as you could see, it's pulling her hips down. So if you're doing it with a plate, it's just gonna make your spine, as I said, it's gonna make it decrease. So it's just gonna be a lot of loose tension around the spine, and that's what you want.
Knees up slightly. You don't have to pick them up really high. Another way to set up the banded marching without having to put it underneath your feet is to run it under the base of a power rack or something stable near to the ground. So I have it doubled up and I have it put inside the belt. And then I use the 12-inch boxes just to give more height, to give more tension on the band. Because down lower I don't get as much tension. So I'm up high, and again I'm marching, same form as before. I bring the knee down and do sets of 2 or more minutes.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you with one of my videos that I did just recently, and then we're gonna speak about it. I'm gonna fast forward it, and then yeah, I'm gonna go from there. Rebuilding me. Just want to show you what I've been doing lately. As you can see, as I was saying about the other video when I was going through the deadlifts, as you can see, pushing when the bar comes up. See how the bars look at the bar. See what I mean about the bar. I'm gonna go slow motion. Let me see if I can go slow motion for you guys. Where are we going? Playback. See what I mean when the bar is hold on 1 second. When the bar comes over my knee is when I'm starting to push. See what I mean, guys? I'm already starting to push my hips forward. You see, I'm not even halfway, and look how far high I'm up already. See what I'm saying? Push your hips forward. Yeah, that's all you do. Go down. And I should have maybe gone a bit more wider as well, as you could see, because the plate would have been here, and my foot probably should have been here on this side, and on that side as well. As you can see, when the bar's coming over, I've already squat back up, and then I'm just gonna push my hips through. Hips. That's it. That's it. Go slow-mo on this one here so we can see. I can show you. Squat in. You see what I'm saying, guys? Squat into the bar. Squat into the bar. Because normally, when you're here, people grab it. People just go in and grab. If you go and grab, you're just not going to use quads. You're not going to use everything that you've got here. All you're going to be doing is using lower back. Do you know what I mean? As I said, look at my feet. I've gotten wider. My stance has got wider. And that's basically touching the bar. My knee, as you can see, my shins are on the bar. Normally when I do convention, I cannot ever get shins on bar. So, pardon me. Shins are on bar. Squat in. Squat in. Yeah. Squat. Then you grab the bar. You see what I'm saying? Because now, all I got to do is squat up and push my hips forward. So when would I be using my lower back? I wouldn't be. It will just be using my hips and quads. So because I have been doing conventional for so long, I was trying to figure out like, oh, do I go wide? And because I'm a bigger guy, coming in close is a bit of a problem. So I have to go snatch grip. I go like on the rings. See that? I go wider. I go wider on both sides. And this is where I got it from. What's going on? This is where I got it from Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall was like, why don't you put your arms wider so you be using your whole lats and not just the small ones? You were using the whole of your lats. As you could see, squatting up, the bar's about to come past my knee. Look at that. Hips is already going forward, guys. Hips are already going forward. Boom. There we go. Back down in the sumo. So a lot of people break form. I'm literally going from A to B, B to A. That's it. A to B, A, and then back down. That's it, guys. This is it, guys. So if you're doing sumo deadlift, it's more technical than doing conventional. There's a lot to do, but guys, you always just have to keep, you know what I mean, learning. When you train, obviously train to win, but it all comes down to comp, guys. You have to leave it in comp. Training is all well and dandy. You feel good after. Trust me, you have to perform the same thing you perform wherever you're training at the competition, because then there'll be no point. Yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say. This is Coach United Lifters LB reporting live and direct. I'm going to be doing an article on sumo deadlift tomorrow. Let me write that in my notes. Right. Article on sumo deadlifts. Right, that's for tomorrow's content. I've got content tomorrow. What I showed you here, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna analyze it. Guys, I'm in my coaching bag right now. I'm in my coaching bag right now. But yeah, guys, appreciate you watching. It's your boy LB. If you like this video, subscribe. Let me know. I'll do some more, and I'll give you guys some good information. It's your boy LB, and I'm out. Peace.